Hey everybody, it's John Sacerdote bringing you some news for the upcoming month of July. We've got lots to talk about, but a couple of reviews and a couple of new things coming up. If you've been to the headquarters, aka clubhouse, whichever you prefer, over the last couple of weeks, you'll have noticed that we have begun working on the Garden Railroad. And what we've done so far is plant 8 very large trees, 3 maple trees, I think 3 dogwoods of various type, a Fraser fir, and a spruce tree in very strategic locations to not bump into our track plan, of course, but to provide us with shade going forward in the future. So come and check that out. And now that we're into a new fiscal year, we've got a new budget for track, etc. So watch for a lot of activity on Saturday. Same thing goes for the model railroad downstairs. So we've got 2 huge projects that we could always use your help with. So come on down on any Saturday. Look to our website for exact dates, but we will be open, I think, as far as I know, every Saturday in July, but check amherstrail.org to be sure. Next up is Bill Johnson is working on a new book. So we thought we'd give him an appropriate plug because his stuff is always incredibly interesting. This one is on the Ware River branch. There'll be more to say about that as we go. So keep your eye on the lookout for that. And thanks, Phil, for constantly working on that kind of stuff. And I know many others find it incredibly interesting. Now, a couple months in advance, but just to give you a head start, on August 19th, a Saturday, is when we have our next surplus sale, silent auction, / buy it now, whatever. And this is the new trend, if you recall, where we're actually allowing people to rent tables this year, or this episode, guys, I should say, because we already had one this year. We're actually allowing the rental of half tables. Excuse me. So you could team up with your buddy, rent a table, but we've got very limited space, and about 6 or so of those tables are already taken by our own collection items. So let's say there's like a dozen tables left to be rented for a measly $10. So come on by, rent a table in advance by emailing me at showdirector@amherstrail.org. And get yourself set up for the Saturday, August 19th. Now, we usually have it Friday, Saturday, but this time it's Saturday only, but members will get in an hour early. So consider that. So from 10 to 2, we'll probably let members in at 9. So keep that in mind. But we'll have set up Friday evening and we'll be ready to go for Saturday. That's the August 19th date. Okay. Railroad Hobby Show tickets, guys, will go on sale August 1st. So watch for that as well. And that's in about 4 weeks. Contracts go out in about 4 weeks. So for those exhibitors that are watching this, if you don't have your contract the first week in August, one of 2 things is happening. You weren't invited, or we forgot you. And I'm being somewhat silly there, but call me seriously if you think you should have been invited or you want to be invited. So that will be going as well. And finally, guys, notice my background. And I'm looking down at my screen so I can see my background. Kids on Track. There is a ton of things going to happen on easy for me, on July 22nd and 23rd. That's Saturday, Sunday. It's all about a kids' job fair, right? So really what we're trying to do is get kids involved in the various clubs that are in this area. And that could be the Hub, that could be the Berkshire and Mohawk, that could be All Valley Track, whatever. And I apologize if I didn't mention all of them. But the point is, get yourself there, because we've got a bunch of things going on. We've got food from Grandma's Pies. We've got Jeannie's Weenies. And a lot of exhibitors will be there and running railroads. A simulator will be there. You see my eyes avert to the list because the list is so long. But here's what we're doing. We've worked with CT Rail. At 10 o'clock, we're going to take a round trip ticket train ride down to Hartford, wait 15 minutes, and take the similar train on the way back. So the whole thing takes about an hour and a half. It's free. So you've got to sign up in advance and let us know, and we'll reserve and hold a ticket for you. But we're all going together. We're all going down to Hartford. We're going to wait on the platform for the corresponding train to come back and take us back. We'll be back before lunch on Saturday only of the 2 days of Kids on Track. Okay. Virtual Railfan, has a camera on the top of Union Station. They'll be manning that camera for that time. So we're going to zoom in. We're all going to wave to the Virtual Railfan people, and they have thousands upon thousands of people watching. So this should be fun. We've got radio coverage. We've got TV coverage. We're going to be on Mass Appeal to talk about this. And I guess our platform, I beg your pardon, our SIG group for photography will be on the platform with press badges taking pictures of all of this. So watch for us. There's going to be a lot of fun on that Saturday and Sunday. That's the 22nd and 23rd of July inside Union Station from 10 to 4 both days. So I'm really looking forward to it because there's a lot of stuff to do. We've also got a time saver. Amherst Belt Lines will be there. So all kinds of activity in the Grand Hall. Parking at the station. They've done a special parking for us, $2 for the whole day in the parking garage that's adjacent to the station. So we're doing some great things with the folks at Union Station, and it will continue. So anyways, that's our big wrap up for July. Lots coming up, and just as much coming up in August. And we'll be back in a while to tell you about that in another newsletter, of course. In the meantime, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me at showdirector@amherstrail.org or showoffice@amherstrail.org. And we'll see you guys soon.